That's really nice. Yeah, the shrinking of the thing and putting it away as like compartmentalizing, like you're saying, like if we're looking at it through this lens, the father does exactly what you're saying. Or maybe it's if it's ancestral, some grandfather or something, but the father's buying along with that story. He's keeping it small, he's keeping it in the jar, he's keeping it angry. The son lets it out of the jar and it threatens him, and then he's able to say no, and he's able to put it back in the jar.
Yeah.
And so he's able to compartmentalize, but he lets it back out. He's able
Yeah.
to go back and forth between the two.
Yeah.
And that's where he's able to kind of change his relationship to, and this thing that's been a threat to him and his father, and maybe beyond that, becomes the bearer of gifts once he's
Yeah.
able to respond to it properly.
Yeah, and I think that's whether you look at it through trauma or spiritual growth or something, this seems like a very fruitful way to look at this thing. Yeah, it has this dual sides. Like it's very dangerous, and it is dangerous. It can hurt you if you can't deal with it. And he is able to use his wit, which is, I think, part of his character throughout the story. He's always able to use his words and his thinking to adjust to the situation, to live up to the situation and not let it destroy him. If we look so far, like you could frame this as like he is in a tragic situation. He's very poor. He doesn't have any other family besides his father. He fails out of school. He can or not fails, but his attempt to graduate from school fails, and now he's going to have to work at like a backbreaking job, and he doesn't seem like that's appropriate for him. And then he goes into the woods, and now he's approached by this thing that's going to kill him, that could very well kill him. Yeah, you could frame that all as like he's in deep doo doo right now, and but in each of these situations, he shows that he has a spirit that can negotiate and live up to the situation and not get overwhelmed by it.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. He doesn't let this fearful Mercurius. What are the guy's words?
Yeah, he is called Mercurius.
I am the mighty Mercurius. I must break the neck of whomsoever releases me. Um, I mean, such a threatening figure. And Mercurius again ties it back to Rome, like you were saying, the genius, the genie, that whole thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to link it to Mercury and Proteus.
Hmm.
I mean, it was just interesting just from the Wikipedia how much this ties into this story because Mercury is among some other things the god of and so Mercury, Roman, Hermes, the Greek god, but yeah, the god of boundaries. So he seems like this is on a boundary between life and death, between where he's at in life and going forward in his life. Commerce. In the Grimm brothers story that I have, they use more commercial language, like the wages of letting me out of the bottle are that I kill you, and it says strangle in that version. But either way, it's a killing without a letting out of any blood, which is kind of like a thing in a lot of cultures where. But anyway,
That's great.
Mercury is also the god of trickery and a guide of souls to the underworld, which seems to underline the idea like how dangerous this is. He could die, he could totally change form,
Mhm.
and never come back. And yeah, the descent that is not followed by the ascent, like in Plato's Republic, or with famous Odysseus. He descends so that he can ascend. I mean, the point isn't to descend and then just like, oh, you're dead.
Right. Yeah, and finding the bottle of Mercurius in the roots, in the dirt. Like he's already like he descends and that's what he finds there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And even interestingly, the possible etymology of Mercury is trade and wages, or possibly a border, which it just seems like all of this stuff is related to change in life, this turning point in this story and in your life,
Hmm.
this part where you've been working or you've been playfully exploring, and now what's going to happen? What's the result?
Yeah. 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 And borders and boundaries. And like the bottle itself is kind of like compartmentalizing is
Right,
drawing a border around something. And then
right.
if you, as we'd already discussed, if you push that away, then that's bad. But if you're able to like draw the border and then remember that the spirit is there and then draw the border, like that's you titrate it that way. You kind of work with it that way.